Hello everybody, welcome back to Clear Block Productions and welcome back to the Gregsville sub. I just woke up, so I'm gonna have to talk a little slower so I don't stutter as much. We got another build video for you guys today. We finish up let's see, the south side of a town called Belton or St. Bells. I haven't decided yet. Huge shout out to the guy who suggested the name Bells for that town. I will put his name in the on screen now, I guess. So yeah, we finish up around the around Newman gravel and finish up, I don't know, just kind of like that little spur that leads back there. We don't get a whole lot done like overall, but we get a lot done when it comes to, you know, actual detail work around that specific industry, which I think you guys are gonna like. So yeah, just starting out here with some terraforming. I took away those embankment things because I didn't feel like they fit very much. I used them a little too much on the old Gregsville, so a lot of revamp stuff. Right here, a lot of retexturing. I think I actually texture all the way up the grade, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's just a lot of replace stuff that I got to do on the Gregsville. It's a lot of replacing old textures, a lot of replacing like under track embankments and stuff like that. It was a lot of texturing too, because there's a lot of spots that just never got texture. They never got grass, they never got ballast, nothing like that. So yeah, I think I suggested this in the last video. I use a lot of these city street textures. They are absolutely insane. I love them to pieces. They are super cool. Yeah, so just a lot of laying out this neighborhood. I wanted there to be like a really big neighborhood right here. Just something that, you know, it's more of a space filler than anything. I think it ends up looking pretty cool. But yeah, just something to kind of take up a lot of space. And just a really big neighborhood, you know? Like, I wanted there to be like, you know, like there's a kid somewhere in this neighborhood that like hears trains go by every day and it's like, it's really cool, or like has to wait for a train to go by on the bus or something like that, you know? So yeah, there's a lot of putting down houses and a lot of rotating houses, and I cut out a lot of it because it was like a solid hour and a half worth of just this. So yeah, jump cut here. I finally get done with those houses. I ended up putting the houses, like the whole neighborhood, on a hill. Because I didn't like how flat the scene looked. So what I did was I turned my brush size, or my marquee tool size, really high, and then very like mellowly made a really nice sloping hill that the houses are on. And then I came back with a smaller marquee tool and a higher sensitivity and used the grade tool to kind of level out underneath the houses so none of the houses were floating. This spur right here ends up being very reminiscent of like the Reading and Northern, or the Blue Mountain and Northern, or the Blue Mountain Reading, or whatever it's called. It ends up being really cool. There's like the way it is, like the way it cuts through the trees, the way there's like a power line on it. You guys will see, but I really like how this turns out, and I'm probably gonna use the end of this spur to get the thumbnail for this video because it ends up coming out really good. So this little scene here is kind of just this, you know, kind of little background scene that you really only see when you run around your train after you load it. Kind of like this old man and his son or something like that, and they live in like this spot that no one really knows about them, and just their close friends and family. And I don't know, there's a lot of spots like that and a lot of houses like that, and a lot of like properties like that around Tennessee and around Kentucky and stuff like that. So here we actually start on Newman gravel, I think, hopefully. There's a lot of deleting trees off the right of way too, which is very tedious. So here we're laying the fence line for this for Newman gravel. I only really keep a strict fence line on the side with the road because no one's gonna walk through like the woods back there because it's very dense woods. No one's gonna walk through that to actually like try to trespass at Newman gravel or anything like that. So yeah, copy and pasting some trees, and we're right back to this. I go through a lot of different asset ideas, just trying to figure out what I want to actually use to model a gravel company or a rock company. Um, I don't know. I go through a lot of iterations of like detail. I go through a lot of different assets. So like I'll put down a bunch of stuff and think I have it good, and I'm like, no, I don't like how that asset works. Then I'll delete it and put down new ones. Like you just saw with those big silos, I liked it, and then I was like, no, it kind of looks like crap. And I think the end result ends up coming out really, really good. I don't know if anyone else has like this memory, but like I always have a memory of like going with my dad to like pick up like a truck bed full of like mulch or something for like a garden, or like for like a dirt, or just to go pick up like dirt or something for like whatever like around the house project we had. Which is kind of what I wanted to model here, because like, yeah, it's Newman gravel and blah blah blah, it's rail served company, but I did want to give it more of a little bit of a small town feel. It's not like this big like industrial corporation like it is, you know, a little bit like, I don't know, just kind of like a town run industry. Because yeah, like I said, I always have that memory of like going to pick up like mulch or gravel with my dad. Just kind of like this small thing, and like it's run by one or two people. Again, that's kind of what I wanted to model here. Putting down some guardrails around these telephone poles. Like I said, you see the telephone poles now, or the power lines, whatever you want to call them. These dump trucks are from RR Mods, and they look absolutely phenomenal. So go pick those up. They are freeware. Here I'm wooding the scene a little bit. Just putting down some trees off the right of way on both sides, kind of trying to grow in the railroad a little bit, trying to make it look a little more realistic. And then trying to pick a building for Newman Gravel. I ended up putting a parking lot down. I thought I was going to put a ramp there, but I don't think it looked very good, so I ended up deleting that. And I think it's like Dieter Inc. or something like that. It's one of the freeware JR assets. I think it looks really, really good. And yeah. So in the process of this, I'm also working on the next episode of the Quinton to Aaron lines. I gotta go do a voiceover for that, and then we're good to go. We work on a coal mine, so hopefully you guys are gonna like that, because I think it turns out all right. So yeah, putting down these little crossing pad things, I think they look really, really good. Putting down some dumpsters and just kind of trying to dirty up the scene a little bit. I think it ends up coming out pretty good. So yeah, just like I said, putting down like some newspapers and just some overall garbage, just trying to, like I said, dirty up the scene, and make it look used. Not necessarily like a dump, but make it look like it's used. Make it look like, yeah, like trucks come in here every day, and who knows, maybe a trucker like dumps their McDonald's or some shit in the back of the back of that parking lot. Because it happens all the time in real life, and yeah, I mean, it sucks. You don't necessarily support it or like it, but it's real. It's what makes it realistic. It's what makes it feel real. So yeah, coming down here, putting down these markings. This is where the big like bulk trailers are stored. And I kind of ran into a problem because the trailers are a little bit wider than the parking spaces, which kind of makes it look bad because I can't really put trailers side by side. But I don't know. It ends up looking all right. I make it fit. I make it work. You can't really tell from the tracks anyway, even though I'm telling you guys now, which is kind of contradictory, but whatever. So yeah, putting down some parking spaces here, some bigger trucks. So like the big Freightliner trucks, the big fifth wheel ones, just the trucks that aren't necessarily just the dump trucks that, you know, run gravel in and out, the ones that, you know, are more long haul. Because I mean, that's what the railroad is if you think about it. It's very long haul industrial stuff. So putting down some driveways here on the approach medium houses. So his TBS, like, what is it, rail trail pack, I think it has these walkways, and they work literally perfectly as driveways for this house. So yeah, jump cut there. This was later that day. I come in and I detail around this town, which I still haven't named. I think I'm gonna name it Mayfield. Shout out to Southern Kansas Rail Fan for the idea on that name. Yeah, so putting down stoplights and just trying to make the scene look as best as possible. I end up putting down a little residential thing here, trying to kind of jog my memory of what I actually did, because it's been a few days. I've been super busy with other projects in real life, so yeah, I put down these company houses. I will include them. They'll be packaged with the route whenever it's released, which it probably won't be released for a hot minute, but they will be packaged with the route, because they were a pain in the butt to find. They were on like an archive site from like TRAINZ 12, but they look really, really good. So yeah, just trying to, like I said, wood up the scene here with these splines. That road looked a little too Main Street-ish, and I didn't really like how it looks. I kind of went down a dirt road. I feel like it looked better. So here I'm just trying to do this little like old downtown strip. I don't know. I don't really know even what I had as an idea coming into this. But I wanted like this little like downtown strip thing with this railfan platform right there. Like, just make it look real. Make it look like a spot that like was filmed like on the old Southern or on the LNN or something like that. Make it look like it's a nice spot to watch trains, and a spot that's like kind of historical almost. So that's kind of what I try to do here. So yeah, putting down these grassy grasses and extending the roads. Yeah, just trying to extend the town a little bit, make the make this town a little bit bigger, because it really is a very small town, if you really think about it. So I wanted to make it look a little bit bigger and a little bit more real. Moving some trees around here. In the spots this tight, it's kind of hard to get trees down on those grassy areas, because you can't really have a marquee tool with enough trees to, just copy and paste and then delete and then move, because the spot's so small. So you kind of have to just cover everything in trees and then come back and delete off of the roadway and off of the right of way. Taking a sip of my Dr. Pepper there. So yeah, there's like this little church, there's a little Texaco gas station, a little diner, like a little antique shop, an ice cream shop, just kind of like very small town things that you find in like rural Appalachia or something like that. I love doing scenes like this right here, where you come in with like the SDRMM trees and you try to like really detail the scene as best as possible. So yeah, sorry today if my my voiceover was a little bit lackadaisical. I was kind of lacking the inspiration to do the voiceover for this particular episode. So Quentin Aaron episode will be coming out soon. I'm gonna let the rest of this time lapse finish out, and the rest of this song finish out, and I will see y'all in the cinematics. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that normal YouTube crap. I'm gonna let these cinematics finish out. If you like content like this, go check out my Quentin Aaron videos. More Quentin Aaron coming soon, and more of this coming soon. I might do a real fan video here in the next couple episodes. I'll let y'all know. I love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.